Cheers and welcome for this, let's see, shall I call this Windows Wednesday? I'll just call it Total OS on Wednesday. Hope you're all doing well. I have some time this afternoon to go live, so why not? So I was having another glass of wine thanks to the supporters of the channel this year who kept the live shows and the wine going. Greatly appreciate it. You all know who you are, so thank you. All I need now is a cannoli. I got the wine. I have the Italian music, but no cannolis. Maybe next time. All right, let me see here who's in the chat. Of course, I am using StreamYard. Great service, by the way. All right, Quail's in the house, and Nosy or Nazi's in the house. Welcome. If there's anybody new who is watching that would not normally get a chance to say hello, now's your chance. That's why I do these shows at different times, to let people around the world hopefully come in and say hello. This is just an open chat, a casual chat. I have streaming down here on your webpage just some random headlines of interest. If you are interested to read it, well, you're going to have to because it is scrolly. So somebody said this looks like a traffic controller look or something. I don't know. But anyway, welcome to the live show. And like I said, if anybody comes along who watches this that is new, wants to comment or has a question, let me know. One thing I wanted to say, some of you continue to have problems with printers in Linux. I think I'm going to be buying a new printer. I do not want to spend almost $40 on ink, but I will spend $50 for a new printer with ink. So I'll be looking for a, I don't know, either another HP or maybe an Epson. And maybe I'll record how I install the drivers on my Linux or my Ubuntu Mate, which I am using now to do the live stream. And I'll let you guys know how it works out. Normally with printers for Linux, you would check the vendor's website first. For example, if you're buying an Epson, check the Epson website first. However, with really most systems, at least with most Ubuntu-based systems, just hook up your printer via the USB cable to the operating system you are using. In my case, Ubuntu Mate. Just use the built-in printer app software. Follow the instructions, and that usually works 90% of the time. So, yeah, try that first and then see what happens. Got way too many wires here. But try that first. If you want to hook up a printer to Linux, I can tell you that of all the printers I have tested, Canon is probably the worst to get to work properly. So if you have a Canon, it's not impossible. It can be done, but it's not easy for beginners. All right, the question is, how do you do the ticker on Mate? The app is TICKR, Quails. Look that up, TICKR. Okay, not the app, not what you see here live. This is totally different. But in terms of the operating system in Ubuntu Mate, it does not come installed by default. Not installed by default. But search TICKR. It's for Windows also. Yeah. So I use it occasionally. But yeah, just to catch up on the news. And sometimes during a live show, I'll look at the ticker feed at the top. I usually have it at the top. You can set it to the bottom if you want. But sometimes while talking, something will catch my eye and I'll mention it. Anyway, so try TICKR. So for today's question, are you using Windows 11? And how is their performance? Faster, slower? It's faster for me. I think Windows 11 is superb. I'm not using it now. I'm using Ubuntu Mate. It's on my other machine. It's on my testing machine. I'm not ready to do live streams, full production on Windows 11. I think I will wait. It's probably going to be okay, but as far as testing Windows 11, I was able to get it installed on a 10-year-old computer. and it's faster than Linux, at least faster than GNOME Linux. Yeah, not sure. I'm not sure if that says a lot more for Windows 11 or a lot less for GNOME. For Windows 11 or a lot less for GNOME Linux. Anyway, I used to get excited when the Ubuntu releases came out. Not anymore. I'm not too crazy about the GNOME desktop. It takes too much tweaking, extensions. That's why if you want to try something based on the GNOME desktop, take a look at Zorn OS first, and maybe Pop OS number 2. Yeah, Quails, try TICKR and play with it, but it's not bad. So, I want to thank all of the supporters of the channel this year who make the live shows possible. Thanks to you, we were able to keep these live streams supported and going for the entire year. Thank you. The entire year is budgeted and paid off. Of course, in a couple of months, we start 2022 and we start all over again. And I'll be starting with a budget of 0. So your help would be appreciated. So let me know. There are links below in the show notes that you can help out to keep the live shows going. So, all right. So No 41 is fast and Pentium 2 core as well. But yeah, compared to other DE, it is a bit fast. Yeah, I think the latest Ubuntu has GNOME 40. I don't think 41 is in the latest Ubuntu, right? I think. I'm not sure. I think Fedora has the latest GNOME version. Honestly, for me, it wouldn't matter. I'm using Zorn OS 16 Pro with GNOME on my test machine, and I don't use it all the time, even though it works great, and it looks great too. So, yes, you meant sorry, not fast. Yeah, yeah. But yeah. For those of you who are new to all this, you can check out my favorite Linux-based system, which is Ubuntu Mate. And then, of course, you can try Zorn and Standard Ubuntu if you want to. But yeah, Standard Ubuntu with plain Jane GNOME desktop. Yeah, can't recommend it for new beginners. So yeah, try it on Fedora. Fedora's had good reviews on it also. So don't know if you guys noticed below in the scrolling links, but those of you who are free Zoom users on the free version, it's still 40-minute time limit, which is not very good. And I believe they are testing ads on the free version of Zoom. If they start putting ads, I probably will not be using Zoom anymore, period. I prefer Google Meet. That's only 60 minutes. It's still better than 40 minutes. I like Skype. No ads and no time limit, at least none that I'm aware of. And StreamYard is limited to 6 users on the free version. I believe it's, I think there is a time limit. But it's like 20 hours a month, 24 hours a month, so that's plenty. So if you wanted to use this like 1 or 2 hours a week, as an example, it should be enough, But yeah, I don't know why we have time limits. We're still in the midst of a pandemic, so I don't know. But if they start putting ads on Zoom, goodbye Zoom. Anyway. I love red wine. So what's new with you guys? I can do all the talking, but it's more fun if you guys do some of the talking, right? That's why I come on. I could be out with friends. I could be out having a cannoli, but I decided to be here. Yeah, let me know how the installation of Ticker works out for you, Quails. I've been using it for quite a few years now, and it works pretty good in both Windows and Linux. So very easy to use, and yeah, it just works. So I was looking at some of the news articles. It looks like Apple has shipped out many millions of laptops thanks to in part to the $9.99 $1,000 MacBook Air, which is a great deal if you're into Apple products. I don't use one personally, but yeah, they've done very well. Chromebook sales, I thought I saw somewhere they are dropping somewhat after the incredible surge since last year in sales, millions and millions sold, I guess. But Chromebooks are fantastic. If you wanted to try something based on Linux and don't have time to install anything, just wanted to, log in and get moving, zero maintenance, Chromebooks might be for you. Nosies on the night shift. You logged in? Okay, well, I'm glad I could keep you awake. I don't know. You would be asleep now otherwise. Okay, all right. Well, thanks for stopping by. Quails is on Mate. Excellent. On Ubuntu Mate or Linux Mint? The next Ubuntu, as you see here, will be called Jammy Jellyfish. Great name, by the way. By the way, that's what I put on my toast every morning. Some Jammy Jellyfish. I do not. Although I had breakfast today, coffee, had some wheat toast and strawberry jam. Yummy. Ubuntu Mate, okay. Yeah, Martin Wimpress has done a terrific job with Ubuntu Mate. Really, well, for the last, I've been using it steady now, 4 or 5 years. Yeah, ever since Ubuntu decided to drop Unity, I switched to Mate. So, oh, Nosy, you're in India. Wow. A lot of Linux users down there, if I had to guess, down in India, of all places. Yeah. You're in India, so what? It's close to midnight there, right? Well, thanks for staying up. I'm going to guess in India they use a lot of Arch-based. I don't know. Just a guess. Of course, for all my Arch friends, it's just a joke. Arch users are unstable. Well, maybe some are. I don't know, but couldn't resist. Could not resist. It's 12:45. It's past midnight. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, thanks for staying up. Like I said, I try to do these at different times during the day and to try to catch as many people as I can. Obviously cannot catch everybody, but so I was right, Arch-based. Garuda Linux is from India. Ah, cool. Yeah, that was just a guess on my part, so awesome. DQ7 is in the house. If I read that right. From the Cup of Linux? Okay, cool. Welcome. Steven Tyler, Ben is in the house. He was dressed as Aerosmith's Steven Tyler. I love their song, Dude Looks Like a Lady, yeah, yeah. And Lovin' an Elevator. I know Ben knows the songs, right? I'll probably get copyright notice. Who cares? Love that song. Dude looks like a lady. Of course, nowadays, his lady looks like a dude. Whatever, to each his own. That's what I'm going to say. Hi, Ben. What is new? Welcome to a version of Windows Wednesday. So the question is, are you using Windows 11? And how is it working out for you? All right, let me go back to the banner. And the latest news. DQ is on Windows 11. You like it? Have all your Linux GUI apps working in Windows? Subsystem for Linux? Wow. And it works good? All the apps? Nice. Cool. Nosy says I will not be using Windows 11 anywhere near 2025. Okay. Well, Windows 11 or Windows 10 is good until 2025, right? full support, so you don't have to switch. But it is a free download if your computer is capable of running it. You know, try it out. Sir Suzy is in the house. Using Windows 11 and thinking about dumping Linux. Wow, okay. Yeah, I love Windows 11 so far. In my brief test about a month on a 10-year-old machine. So I'm impressed. What can I say? But you're going to dump Linux maybe because of Windows 11. Well, Microsoft's income has topped 20 billion. So maybe in part to Windows 11. I don't know. You know. Also, there's been excitement about the next Halo game for the Xbox, Halo Infinite, that's due out here in about a month, December 8th. I'm looking forward to that one also. So, yeah. You see here on the ticker feed that tablet sales are down for whatever reason, but laptop sales are up, especially for Apple. Farron OS is in the house. Welcome, Farron. How are you? I'm jamming to my dad's song. So what's new, Farron? You have minor features added like mic and taskbar on KDE Plasma now. Ah, you have the mic setting in the taskbar. Wow. After 10 years. Cool. Awesome. It took some time, but I'm glad it's there. Yeah, Windows 11 is pretty good so far. Can't complain, so... You know, we'll see. When I have my first crash, I'll let you guys know in Windows 11. But so far, KDE Plasma's had that for years now. Interesting. Okay. Is that drunk or undrunk that it's been there? Anyway. You can make Linux look like Windows if you want to. Of course, the question is why, right? I don't know. You guys tell me. I think the point of using Linux is to get away from Windows. That's what some say. Sir Susie says, thinking about changing username to Mr. 11. Why not? Yeah. KO2610 is in the house, says Windows 10 for CCTV and Linux or Mac OS for everything else. Interesting. Windows 10 for CCTV. Okay. And why is that? It's not something I really thought about. So, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, my friends who have Apple products, they will not switch for the world no matter what the cost. They are very happy with their Mac machines and iPhones, and I can't say I blame them, you know. Great service from Apple when it is needed. So, yeah. It does say here that Windows 11 for the subsystem, Windows subsystem for Linux is almost as quick as running Linux natively. That says a lot. Yeah. So, Ben is happy with the iPhone and MacBooks. Okay. DQ has always been a Windows guy. Yeah, I mean, I think I got an iPad Mini upstairs that's outdated. It won't even do any updates anymore. You know, I really don't have a Mac. You know, I don't have any supporters or sponsors who would donate a Mac or just for me to try. I wouldn't mind, but I'm not going to go out and spend $1,000 or $2,000, you know, for something that I may or may not use every day. But if somebody has an old Mac lying around and wants to send it to me, that's functionable. I'll take a look at it. But yeah, it's not something I would need, I'm very happy with Linux and Windows 10. Windows 10 is my backup system now, so. But I'm happy with what I am using. But look, you look at a lot of personalities, a lot of YouTubers. They're not using Linux. A lot of them, they're using usually Mac. Over 50%, I would say, in some Windows. You know, I'm talking about people with millions of subscribers or hundreds of thousands of subscribers. They pretty much stick to Mac for all of their video production work. It works, so yeah, But my friends who use Apple, from what I've seen and what they tell me, they're very happy, very stable. So updates don't break the system. Yeah. Theo, hi Theo. You're not on 11 apparently until 7 Gen CPUs will refuse to install. Really? Haven't seen that. Maybe wait for an update. You have a 6th Gen Skylake Intel i7 pretty much gives me a good reason to go Linux only. Okay. Yeah, with Windows 11, give it time as it becomes more mainstream. That's my guess. Like I said, I installed it on a Lenovo dual-core 10-year-old machine that seems to work pretty good. So, yeah, but give it time. It's still new, so it takes time for full adoption. 7 Gen CPU officially is not supported. I'm sure it will be. Yeah. Soon. That's my guess. So I guess I got lucky running it on an older CPU. Athlon 2, I think, is on that machine that I have. But again, it's not something I use every day. Just, play videos, music, watch DVDs, so stuff like that. So MS listed as that on their spec site. Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard much about projections for holiday sales for Windows 11. At least nothing yet. I don't know what's a hot seller this year. I guess that the chip shortage has left companies scrambling to sell products, and not just cars. So, yeah, speaking of cars, car prices, man, through the roof. It took me about 4 or 5 months to find the car that I wanted. I wound up giving it to my son, but finding a car at a fair price. But it is what it is during these pandemic times, right? I'm going to turn on my ticker feed. We mentioned about Ticker app on Linux. Let me go ahead and turn mine on and see if something catches my eye. I'll let you guys know. So if you see me looking up all the time, that's what I'm looking at now. U.S. blacklists maker of Pegasus spyware that helps governments spy on activists. Interesting. Google wants every account to use 2FA. Starts auto-enrolling users. Interesting. That's what? 2FA. That is two-factor authentication, right? Blizzard delays Diablo 4. That's the game maker Overwatch 2 amid exec departure. Well, the only game I'm interested in is Halo 6. So, yeah. Firefox 94 released with big performance improvements. I don't use Firefox that much. Yeah. Linux 5.15 has been released. Fedora 35 is now available. And yes, Microsoft Edge Stable is now available for Linux. I posted a poll on the Total OS channel. Almost 90% of you, when I mentioned Edge for Linux, 90% went, which means no. Yeah, I don't know why we need that for Linux, but yeah. Apple executives explain challenges of adding larger display to Apple Watch Series 7. Okay. Apple's Craig, somebody says sideloading on iPhone would open the floodgates to malware. That means like hacking your phone, I guess. Sideloading, right? Something I really don't mess with, yeah. Asus wants its new VivoBook 13 Slate OLED laptop to be your TV. I don't know about that. All right. Windows 11 Insider Preview build 22494 hits the dev channel. Speaking of Windows 11. You can also, I have the ticker app set to my mouse wheel to speed up or slow down. So on the screen, you can let it go as slow as you want or as fast as you want. I speed read, but not that fast. So, yeah. Yeah, there's some other news here. Green technology and stuff like that I'm reading here on the ticker app. So I think that's it. I just have just a few websites ready to go for this ticker app. Twitch streamer loses work because of her Squid Game name. What is Squid Game all about? I think I heard something, but it sounds silly to me. But you guys tell me. Squid Game. I don't know. All right, enough of the ticker app. So, anyway, TICKR, ticker for Linux. Yeah, Squid Game is a show on Netflix. You are correct. Joey's in the house. He says, no, I am not using Windows 11. However, I have loaded it up in a VM out of morbid curiosity. You'll be surprised, Joey. I have it as a full install, and I'm keeping it. So far, it's faster than Linux. What can I say? Oh, you've watched Squid Game, Nosy, and it's good. Okay, all right. Silly name, Squid Game. I don't know. Netflix making another popular show. I guess I don't have Netflix, so I just go with what's on my Comcast, like Tubi, and Peacock streaming. That's how I was able to see Halloween Kills, the latest Halloween flick. It's fast even in the VM, really. No kidding, Joe. Nice. Well, you know, it's the best Windows since Windows 11 or since Windows 7. I don't know. That's what I've been hearing across the board. It's definitely faster. So Microsoft was in line when they said performance enhancements. You know, but we'll have to wait and see if updates destroy the system or make it go wonky. So far, no. So far, but we'll see. I'll look at my weather app real quick here. Tonight, the 20s. Oh my God, 20 degrees. Oh, very unstable. All right, it's winter, fine. No, but yeah, Joey says, give it time, they'll mess it up. That's what I'm waiting for a mess up, Joe, so I can make fun of it. It's been the Windows 11 has been fast, stable. It's been very disappointing. I can't make fun of it. Very disappointing. I wish Microsoft would stop it. We'll see. When it messes up, you'll be the first to know. So, Windows 7 Ultimate is one of a kind? Really? Okay. Mark is in the house. Mark says Linux is faster than Windows 11. No, it's not. Well, some Linux, lightweight, but Ubuntu or GNOME Linux, Windows 11 Sales pass it, Mark. Sales passes it. So some Linux is faster, yes, but not Ubuntu. No, I got to go with Windows 11, man. Anyway, welcome, Mark, to the show. So far, Windows 11 is faster. So far, like I said, if something happens, I'll let you guys know. Sadan Smith says, give it time. Yes, I would have to agree. I wish the time was like yesterday so I could make fun of it and crack a joke, but I can't. Anyway, speaking of a joke, what do you call a magic dog? Labracadabrador. Just a joke. Anyway. You can improve Windows with startallback.com. What is that, Farron? I don't know. Startallback.com. I'm not familiar with that. Yes, Mark, I did try. I took I was challenged to do a full install of Manjaro. Mark, I did, and it turned out to be a disaster in the end, sadly. So I gave up on it. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Arch users, I thought I would make you guys feel at home. It's just a joke. We're just having fun here. I can't resist. But anyway, yes, I did try Arch-based systems in the past, including a full install of Manjaro, and it didn't work out for me. So I'll stick with Ubuntu-based. Yeah. But there's nothing wrong if an Arch-based system works for you. Use what works. Yeah. Yeah. So I tried. No big deal. It was on a ThinkPad. Startallback is a quality of life patch set for Windows 11 that adds a bunch of things you expect Windows 11 to have in it, alongside a better taskbar, 7-style start menu. So it's a tweak tool. It looks like Power Tools or Power Toys or something it's called. Yeah, you know what? I like it the way it is so far in Windows 11. I mean, I don't use it every day, so, yeah. Does it still use over 4 gig of RAM at idle? I don't think so, Mark. No. No, I forget how much it uses, but it's not that bad for the Windows 11. Like I said, it is faster than Windows 10. Definitely. Like I said, I installed it on a 10-year-old machine, just a dual core, and it zips compared to Ubuntu or GNOME. So, yeah, so far, Hey, don't take my word for it. Do a full install and try it, So. All right, so different tweak options for Windows 11. Okay. I think that's fine. And maybe some of that will come back with the updates in Windows 11. I'm not too... I wish I could move the taskbar to the top in Windows 11. Right now you can't. But that's the only tweak I would want from the bottom to the top. Other than that, Next version of Peppermint will be Debian? Really? Well, Debian Stable's good. So, yeah. Yeah, if Manjaro is stable, use it. So. I don't use Wayland. That's been in development, I don't know, 10 years now. Yeah, I do not use Wayland, so. Like I said, I'm sure there'll be more features coming in Windows 11 as time goes on, with multiple updates and as it's more greatly adopted. Windows 11 is brand new, so give it time. Debian is good, Mark. Yes, Debian stable, that is. Yeah. Windows subsystem on Windows 11. I don't use it, but from what I've read, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's another option, another toy to play with in Windows 11. It's not for me, but why not have it, right? You know, yeah. When I want to use Linux, I'm going to boot into Linux. When I want to use Windows, I'm going to boot into Windows. When I use my Chromebook, well, I don't boot into them. I just have a separate machine, but. Yeah. Yeah, Theo says you can't use Wayland because of NVIDIA. But that change in Fedora 35, actually nice. Yeah, I think with Ubuntu base, you can switch back and forth between Wayland and not using Wayland. I still get better performance by not using Wayland. So I might give it a try, start all back. Just out of curiosity, and I can disable it. Okay, yeah. Might it's not tops on my list, but yeah. Well, Ubuntu is going in the wrong direction, Sedan. I will recommend anything that's stable. However, the GNOME, it's not. I don't know if maybe it's more GNOME going in the wrong direction. That's been in development 10 years, and there really hasn't been that much improvement in 10 years. So, it's Ubuntu stable, and I will recommend something that's stable, obviously, versus non-stable. But man, I just wish Ubuntu would have picked, I don't know, XFCE or something. But yeah, so. Yeah, I don't use Wayland. GNOME is poorly designed. Yes, plain Jane GNOME is poorly designed. Now, with the proper tweaks and extensions, as in Pop! OS or my favorite Zorn, GNOME is fine. But yeah, a lot of too many tweaks. It shouldn't be that way. So, Ozzy says, "Why Arch user? It's just a joke." Just a joke. Let me go back to the. By the way, I got to keep my Mate users happy. Anyway, Ubuntu Mate just does rock. Very stable, very happy with it for the last 4 years or so. What Ubuntu could have been. Mainstream, and we have Ubuntu Mate, a fork of it, but yeah. Mark says, Arch user unstable is funny. As an Arch user, I appreciate. We love all you guys. Yes, thank you, Mark. Again, it's just for laughs. We could all use more laughs, right? Amen. Anyway, let me go back to the ticker news feed here, so in case you guys came in late. Nosy likes dash to dock extension plank. Yeah, those are good. It is a memory hog. It uses more than Windows 11. Yeah. Quails uses Mate. Very good. Mint may be going away from Ubuntu because of snaps. There's been a lot of controversy of snaps. I don't go out of my way to install snaps. I use what comes with the system, usually non-snaps. But there are times where the snap version will work better. For example, I was playing my DVDs of the TV show Burn Notice on my TV here to my left. And the snap version of VLC works. I had less issues with the snap version of VLC versus the one in the versus the deb package. So in some cases, snaps to the rescue, but I don't go out of my way to install snaps. It's there if I need it. Again, it's a choice. So, but yeah, snaps are definitely a little bit slower, but it comes with all the dependencies that you need to make it work without having to fish for something else to make that particular piece of software work. So it works. So LMDE should be Mint's flagship. I don't know about that. Debian Edition Mint, I've tried it. It's good. Mark, yes, I did try but there's two marks, by the way, ending in C and K. But I did try the Trinity desktop. Yes, it's fast, very fast for an older machine. Snaps are just messy. Project 2319 says, you meaning that they don't work? Messy? They work for me, but I really don't use enough of them to give you a firm commitment to use a snap or not, except to say use what works. But yeah, I don't know if then they have not been messy for me, but yeah. It drives you crazy knowing applications can reside in the downloads folder as a single file. I don't really think too much about that. Yeah. Ubuntu Mate has a few snaps. I think. Yeah. So. DL says snaps are hit and miss. Yeah. Snaps is the camel's nose under the tent. Okay. Firefox Snap is the only Firefox that fixes the title bar readability issue by making GTK use the dark theme. Okay, when you're not on dark Firefox theme. Okay, only the Snap. Yeah, with Snap should resolve some issues like that because it's all self-contained in one package, right? That's the theory behind Snaps and what? Flat books? Not flat books. Flat packs. Or a flat book. Yeah. So, yeah, I use Snaps when I have to. Snaps work well on servers, and they are using Ubuntu desktop as a test bed. Okay. All right. But, yeah. Yes. Snaps are what they say are distro agnostic. They work on all distros. Yes. I don't understand why snaps are slow loading on initial boot. There's a reasoning behind that, Joe, but I can't remember the reason off the top of my head. Yeah, I can't remember. I tried a Flatpak version of something, Joe. It may have been Kingdom Live, and it was much slower in my test. This may have been a year or so ago, but yeah, I'm not sure why. Off the top of my head, I can't remember why they are slower. I can't remember, so yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I don't have too many snaps installed in my Ubuntu Mate. I think I have OBS Studio, maybe VLC, maybe something else I can't remember. But like I said, I don't go out of my way looking for snaps unless I have to. So Snap is first downloading core for Ubuntu. That might be the cause of the slowness, Mark. I don't know. Yeah, you know. Flatpaks you use. Oh, Joe, you use Flatpaks regularly, and they are very responsive. Use it works. Yeah, maybe I'll try a Flatpak version of VLC, see if it's any faster than the Snap version. You know, but if I remember. Once they are loaded, the dependencies are loaded on first launch. They will be part of a daemon which acts like a cache memory for next launch. Okay. Flatpaks seem to have more issues for you, Theo. Yeah, look at it. Look, that's the beauty. The beauty of Linux is its unpredictability. I guess, you know. So, yeah. Talking about Windows 11 being faster than bring up snaps, which makes Linux feel slower and less responsive. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with Windows 11. I only install software that I need, just to make it more functional for me, and then I stop. Because, of course, with Windows 11, the more apps you install, it seems like the slower it can get. And the longer it takes to defrag if you use a hard disk drive. So, yeah, I only use what I need and nothing more. So So I don't have to do some more research on Snap's slowness or not. I can't remember, but yeah. Flat seals and Army knife for flat packs. Okay. Let's give this another 5 minutes or so, then we'll wrap it up. We're getting closer to 4 p.m. I need to run to the grocery store and get some food. Snaps killed Ubuntu 21.10 for you, Laura Light. I hope I said that right. Hi, Laura. Snaps killed in what way? Meaning that they crashed the system, or you don't like snaps, or both. So how did it destroy 21.10 Ubuntu for you? I use and don't use software based on its technology functionality, not really on the political climate, pro con. I just use what works, But yeah, some people prefer snaps, some don't. I guess there's pros and cons to everything. I use what works, Well, here we go. Laura says you hate snaps. They made everything unbearably slow. Okay. Well, Joe was saying try the flat pack version. It may be faster. Yeah. Rad Jan. Hello, Rad Jan. Hey, Windows 11 has 5% market share already. Really? Okay. Interesting. Snaps become problematic with stuff like Nextcloud when you want to tweak things. Okay. I don't use Nextcloud, but okay. Yeah, I don't know how many snaps are out there officially. I'll have to check the website. But yeah, I don't use too many snaps, like I said. I don't go out of my way to look for them. So if there's a deb package, I use that first. If it doesn't work, then I'll use snaps as a backup, All right, guys, a couple more minutes. Is there anything else that we missed or something for a next topic, next live show or something like that? And, Are PPAs, I think, still the Ubuntu world? Sure they are. I install them occasionally. Yeah, although with snaps, it seems like less and less PPAs, Mark. Yeah, PPA, was it Personal Package Archive, something like that. But yeah, with snaps, it seems like less and less PPAs. But sure you can. They may not always work in your specific distribution, but sure you can do PPAs. Red Robo! Hello, Red Robo's Workshop. It has been a while. Yes, it has. Just for you, I'm going to stay on a little bit longer. Long time. You switched from Linux to Windows 11 and Chrome OS. Excellent. So Windows 11 has been good for you. It's been good. Was it good for you as it was for me? No, but Windows 11 has so far it's good. Of course, Chromebooks are another gold standard for Linux, right? But yeah, awesome. So you switched completely from Linux to Windows 11. Nice. Yeah, we've been talking about it. Somebody else was saying, I think Joe was saying in the VM, Windows 11 is faster. So, yeah, it is. But yes, PPA still exists. Probably more trouble than they are worth. They can be. Sometimes you'll install it, run the software, and it'll come up with an error message. Just try the Snap version. So, But yeah, I don't do that many PPAs now. With snaps and flat packs, you have more choices. So I don't mess with PPAs that much. So Laura says you switched from Linux to FreeBSD. Really? And you're now working FreeBSD to your own Unix family derivative. Wow. Okay. There's that much talk on FreeBSD on the web, it seems, in the Linux community. At least none that I've seen. Runs on a Microsoft Surface Pro. No issues at all. You do have a Debian music server in there, Robo. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was joking earlier. I wish Windows 11 has been so disappointing. It's been stable, faster, looks great. I can't make fun of it. Microsoft, stop it. Crash something. Anyway. All right, Quails, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Thank to all of these supporters of these live shows this year. It's been a challenge, but thank you. If you would like to support the live shows of the channel, there are links below in the show notes through PayPal or PayPal and Patreon or Patreon. And thank you. It's thanks to you. Thanks for my friends out there for buying me a drink. It's greatly appreciated. And it is nice to feel appreciated, even though I don't talk about it that much. But thank you. Mark has had a dream where he installed macOS Hackintosh on an Asus laptop. Then you woke up and realized I have everything I need in Linux world. Okay. But is Linux as aesthetically pleasing as macOS? I don't know. I think so. Yeah. You can make Linux make it look anything you want, right? That's the beauty of it. It's customizations, right? No, my dad's music stopped. Let me play some more music. There we go. So, Robo, how long have you been using Chrome OS? And has it been stable? I'm going to guess a long time, and yes, it is stable. Quite stable. And I was talking about Chromebook sales have gone through the roof since the pandemic started. People staying at home more, working at home, wanted an affordable machine with no maintenance, and did not want to spend thousands on a MacBook. So okay. Chrome for about a year, rock steady. Excellent. Okay, Farron, I guess you are leaving. I'll catch you on the next one. But yeah, I love my Chromebooks. The 4K Chromebook, the flip version of it, the 2-in-1 is awesome. Fast. No issues. I mean, it's... Google has done good. Yeah. Of course, Gen 2 based. So yeah. They are rock steady. It is rock steady, yeah. Very nice. Super fast. I can log in like in 6 seconds. I'm on the web. You know, it's amazing. So yeah. All right, let's give this a 2-minute warning or so, then we'll wrap it up. I really do need to get running along for this afternoon. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. So, anything else that we missed, or a topic for the next one? Remember, all of you who are on the mailing list, when you contribute to the channel, I put you on a mailing list privately, and you're invited to a private chat. So, usually on the weekends, just to let you guys know. So, yeah. Yeah, Mark, check out Farron OS. I've tested it in the past. It looks pretty good. Yeah, looks very nice. The thing that finally made you switch away from Linux was battery life. Yes. Battery life on a Chromebook is insane. Perhaps 3 hours on Linux. Yeah. The Chromebook I have, that's a 720 screen, is over 10 hours. The 4K screen is less than that, which makes sense. You know, better screen. It's going to use more battery life. Still, it's about 8 hours though, 7-8 hours, Robo. So, yeah, the battery life on even the $200 Chromebook or $300, the battery life is insane. Highly optimized machines. So, Yeah, for all the Windows users out there who are they want to try Linux in the past because it's too hard to install, or you tried it or the bugs and didn't want to solve puzzles, try a Chromebook. They're incredible, and that's why they've been selling so good. So, one of the top news items really since last year, you know. So check out a Chromebook. You might like it. So yeah, but yeah, 8 hours on a Chromebook is about right or more. Now mine's got a lighted keyboard, which will suck out the battery life. So, but that's to be expected. So yeah. Will I be testing Fedora 35? Mark, I don't know. I don't know will I be. I test randomly. So I may. I don't know. I'll put that in the back of my mind maybe to test Fedora 35, but maybe, All right. Any last requests or anything? Because I'm going to move on for the rest of my day and do some shopping and stuff like that. So, is there anything else? Again, thanks everybody for stopping by. This was fun. It's nice to do these during the day when I have time to see people come in who don't normally have a chance. So, thanks for stopping by, and again, thank you for your donations to the channel. Can you move from Chromebook to Linux, or are you trapped? No. Not at all. Obviously, if you know nothing about Linux and just buy a Chromebook and open the hood, turn it on, and log in, it's going to be a lot more easier and faster because you're not installing anything. If you are, Chromebooks are based off of Gen 2 Linux, but everything is prepackaged. If you're going to download something and you are new, I would download something lightweight and easy to use, like what I use, Ubuntu Mate or Linux Mint, Zorin Lite, Peppermint, and test it on a test machine. It's not hard. It is more time consuming versus, say, buying a prepackaged Linux machine like a Chromebook where there's nothing to install. You just turn it on, log in to your Google account, and that's it. Literally, there's zero maintenance. Everything is done in the background, and there'll be like a little pop-out thingy, screen to the right. To finish the updates, please restart. It won't force you like Windows 11 or 10 did. Very easy to use. So yeah, yes, Chromebooks, assuming your machine is fast enough, can run Linux apps. Most of them, not all. Some apps don't run, like Simple Screen Recorder, Kdenlive, LBS Studio, but they weren't really designed yet for the Chromebook. But yeah, you will have to enable the ability to run Linux applications on a Chrome, but make sure you buy a fairly hefty machine, powerful machine to do that. I wouldn't do it with a $200 machine. I tried it; it just doesn't work. But yeah, you can move on from Chromebook to Linux if you want to. It's not that hard. It's more time consuming, yes, but it's not that hard. Just have a separate test machine and download something, like I said, lightweight and easy to use, and you should be okay. But good question, Sedan Smith. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to end the live stream. Thank you for stopping by to everyone. Maybe we'll do this again next week sometime. I will probably be on the private chat this Friday or Saturday for all of the supporters of the channel. We do a private chat every so often, so some adult talk, some adult jokes here and there just for fun. So anyway, have a good afternoon, a good evening. Everybody who came in late for you, midnight and beyond, awesome. Thank you for stopping by. This was fun. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.